Yeah, let's just call it what it is. It's total nonsense. And typically what I approach it, number one, I say a prayer because power of prayer, but no, I like to kind of poke fun at it in the sense of like, I throw out the clown emojis, but then provide the science. So that is what I always do is number one, let's get the position stand paper that you amazing folks in the ISSN have published and show the the misconceptions and debunk them with the data. And that's why I authored a blog in 2020 outlining the available creatine monohydrate papers that Joey, you so kindly shared to me back in, oh goodness, I think it was like 2019. Actually, myself, I mean, I've always been food first, and I learned, and I've always had an open mind, and I've never been, sometimes in the dietetics profession, to say it kindly, they are not open to the available science. They're very outdated with how they approach things. And I was a little bit skeptical myself of the supplementation as far as creatine. So in 2019, Joey sent me some PowerPoints. He provided some great information. I started doing more research. I'm like, yeah, this obviously there's robust research in adults, but there's very scant in the youth population. So I'm not so sure if I want to put my credentials on the line. Of course, I want to get kids to eat food first. They need to build fundamental habits. But even at the end of the day, even if they were eating breakfast, lunch, and dinner, snacks in between, we know that they can't consume enough dietary creatine sources to sufficiently increase their intramuscular creatine source. So why wouldn't we supplement something that's safe? There's been 0 reported adverse effects. It has not been harmful, right? It's going to help them. Why wouldn't I recommend it? It would be a disservice. So I changed my approach and I said, hey, I hear you. I know you're very concerned. I'm concerned about your athlete as well. We're all on the same page. We're all on the same team here. We want what's best for the student athlete. And this is what's best, right? This is the science. This is what the outcome is, right? And you're a professional. So whatever your care plan is, it should reflect the goal. So if our goal is to get bigger, faster, stronger, healthier, if you have a beating pulse, like creatine is for you. So a lot of physicians have actually changed their tune. And I actually coach quite a few adult physicians that just want general health and wellness and they want to lose weight. They started using creatine too, because I'm constantly blasting the ISSN position stand papers, making these videos, putting on my clown get up that I got to make fun of it in a sense, because people need to understand that, you know, it's going to help them. Creatine is not a steroid, even with the female population too. I have actually, Joey, everyone on this call, more female athletes that use creatine than males.
That's good.
And I think maybe that's because I'm a female. They identify, they relate with that. But I've experienced more males, like more dads that are more reluctant, and even male physicians. Female physicians and scientists are more willing to hear the information. But I will say collectively, over the last couple of years, more and more people are willing to listen to it. It's the old, outdated, probably 50, well, I'm not going to say outdated, but those that have been practicing medicine for a very long time that are kind of done learning, which is a terrible place to be. They aren't even willing to read the paper. Even if you send it to them, you give them a 90-second video from Dr. Scott Forbes or Darren Kandow, they won't even listen to it. That you can't work with that, right? At that point, they are shut down. So we just leave it and we just continue to work with the population that is willing to receive that information because they get better, right?